Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. The 42mm Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore was redesigned for 2014, and this reference 26470ST features all of the hallmarks of the updated 42 Offshore. Let's go over the basics though. On my wrist, 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see that this is the classical footprint that the 42mm Offshore has staked out since its debut in 1993. 42 millimeters across the round of the case, not including crown guard, pushers, or crown. The Offshores, just like the Royal Oaks before them, all wear larger than their nominal size. It's not a particularly thick watch for a modular complication that's 100 meters water resistant. 14.7 millimeters with a sloped bezel means you can fit this underneath a jacket cuff. It's a broad watch, however. 54 millimeters lug-to-lug and a solid 58 millimeters if you measure one rigid intermediate end link to the other, and I'll show you exactly what I mean here. There are these intermediate plots, they're called, that join the bracelet or strap to the case, and you really can't pull them vertically. So there's a little bit of a flare that fights your wrist, which is why I often say you want to focus on putting this watch on a diver strap in rubber if you expect to wear it on a wrist under 15 centimeters circumference. Otherwise, I would say 15 is your lower limit as equipped. The timepiece does feature a handsome navy blue alligator leather strap. Note that it's not the ridged hornback commonly seen on these watches. This is just a bit more elegant and a bit less common, which I like. Sheer sides, you can see it's thick cut, contrasting white stitch. Note that the strap is fixed to the case with screws, not spring bars. That's an upscale security touch that I like from AP. Simple stainless steel satin brushed pin buckle for easy adjustments. The case is everything you would expect from a Royal Oak or an Offshore, which is to say intricately detailed. And let's get close and appreciate some of those details. You can see the diminishing bevel that flares at the lug hoods and then thins out as it approaches the center of the case band. What you might not be able to see at first glance is that these highly angular and reprofiled shear guard structures that debuted for 2014 feature their own micrometric hairline bevel of high polish along their edges, and you can see it's even stepped up onto the crown guards at center. That's the degree of attention to detail. You want more? You got it. Take a look at the pushers themselves for the chronograph. They have a bevel with polish that separates the top from the flank, and only that bevel is polished. The rest is satin finished. Notice the satin finish on the flanks of the hexagonal crown. You can see that that hexagonal ceramic crown shoulder is satin finished on its flanks and polished on its face. Now, of course, that hexagonal crown shoulder references the bezel bolts of the watch. On the Offshore, they are stainless steel. On the standard Royal Oak, they are white gold. And here you can see them perfectly aligned in radial fashion around the bezel. They also feature a high polish that contrasts quite nicely with the vertical satin grain of the bezel. Jumping inboard, you can see this one is subtle. There's a metallic blue tachymeter scale you can actually use for gauging the speed of an object over a standing kilometer or standing mile. And then inboard there is a dark black gloss Mega Tapisserie hobnail base, white gold applique, Arabic numerals, white gold hands, white gold applique AP logo, and then dark navy blue sub-registers, constant seconds at 12, chronograph minutes at 9, and chronograph hours at 6. There's a magnifier. It's a Cyclops eye, but you can see it has a handsome polished chapter ring around it in this new model, but it also features the same deep set date location that indicates, just like all Royal Oak Offshore chronographs, save a few ladies' models, it features a modular complication. It also features a magnifier in the dial so it doesn't mar the crystal like a Rolex Cyclops eye. Now, the watch does feature both hacking or stop seconds when you pull the crown, as well as a quick set function for the date so you can rapidly cycle it. Ceramic crown shoulder and chronograph pushers for 2014 replaced the old polymer or nitrile material, so these don't wear down anymore. The crown guards were also reprofiled to give a little bit more stance and presence on the wrist. The case back for 2014 was permanently opened up. Now you can see that for which you pay. And that for which you pay is a hybrid movement that is a Audemars Piguet manufacturer 3126 base. The whole thing is 59 jewels, 365 parts, but the features that set it apart are the quick set date, the hacking seconds, the free-sprung gyromax style balance with an oversized high inertia balance beaten away at 21,600 vibrations per hour with a full balance bridge, so it's both free-sprung and a full bridge for shock resistance. Oversized balance to resist bump and disruption-induced timing deviation. The rotor is 22 karat gold, blazing with the coats of arms of the Audemars and Piguet families. AP wants you to know that they are the largest independent watch brand still controlled by the founding families in Switzerland. And of course, bidirectional winding, AP didn't want unidirectional rotor wobble like a Valjoux 7750 in an Hublot or Panerai. So you have this bidirectional system that doesn't really make much noise or wobble, and they recover some of the lost efficiency from the forsaken unidirectional action by using ceramic rotor bearings that operate unlubricated at high efficiency. Black polished screw heads, linear Côte de Genève. There is a mechanically applied chamfer as well as a micro perlage engine turning across the base plate. Hand finished and engraved rotor, quite impressive stuff. Nicely executed, and again, screw down crown, 100 meters, water resistant. This watch has the works. You can see it and you can make it yours on the watch box. Audemars Piguet, Royal Oak Offshore by night, blue by day, green by night.